never like to listen to me, but on the morning mental, remember I said this. Don't get happy and start blowing your horns and getting caught up in the ritual and shit. Because you don't want to face the truth. There's people, y'all killing me with this coward shit. There's people on this live right now who reject everything I say because the truth of the matter is, in your heart of hearts, you're scared to face the truth. You're afraid. And that's the difference between a civilian and a soldier. You have to learn that at some point you can't be afraid. Whether you are or not, you still gotta go through with it. You're gonna walk your ass out into that line of fire. You're gonna take a chance. You gotta find that in your soul somewhere, and you got to stand on it. And it amazes me that so many of us today are honoring people who did that for what you would call your enemy, but can't find it in yourself to do it for your own people to be free. But yeah, I always want to talk about what your opinion is on it, how you think it should go, and who's worthy, who's not. But you ain't doing nothing. Too scared to step up. Y'all just rubbing me the wrong way with that. I got to come on back down to earth. Remember, we focusing this morning on the patriot, the pattern, and the predicament that you must now face. Soldiers know this. Soldiers know this very well. Civilians are the ones who have a hard time. Here's why. Let me tell you what you're trying to do. The same way you don't know the difference between fighting a battle and winning the war. A lot of people don't understand that sometimes what you're seeking is release as opposed to relief. You see, when you win the war, you are released from the situation. But when you want to win the battle, you just want some relief from the current situation. Getting Mr. Trump out of the White House was so that we could get some relief from this ass whipping that we were taking as citizens of the United States on all fronts. But to liberate black people and get reparations and restitutions and form an ethno-nation, that is because we have released ourselves from the situation altogether. Just like right now, all of you all who are citizens of the United Black Kemetic Nation, you are the very same ones. And somebody said, well, Jay, I'm confused. Let me dig into this real quick. Why is it black and Kemetic? Doesn't Kemet mean land of the blacks? It actually does. But the utilization of the term black inside of the name of the nation doesn't just mean those who are descendants of the black nation of Kemet, because we all didn't come from there. We all weren't scattered and raised our seeds there. We've been scattered to the globe, to the four corners. So therefore, the United Black Kemetic Nation must be united on code. Everybody trying to build for our people. Kemetic, meaning that those are black, those of you all who are of melanated persuasion, but who still don't have the roots in the Kemetic Nation. You still have those in some of the other civilizations that we have proven existed around the world, that you too have to be included. And then the Kemetics are those that can trace their ancestry all the way back to Northern Africa, to Southern Ethiopia, Northern Africa, Northern Egypt, Southern Egypt, along the borders. Then you too are involved, and then the nation would be the entity that you now are a member of that gives you the sovereign right to request assistance from the UN. That is why it has to be the United Black Kemetic Nation. It can't be just a United Black Nation, because then you have to you actually leave out a very important piece that we built the bridge, as I've taught before, that has been separated from you by the very race that conquered you. Don't you know that they want you to think of Egypt as being separate from all the other blacks that are in Africa? Because that's where they stole civilization from, with the exception of the ones that were civilized by the Moors that moved to Spain and civilized Spain for over 600 years before they were overthrown and cast out, and then all of the things that they taught were used against us. But other than that, you have to remember that the other can I break it down? Can I show y'all how you really came up and what they really did to you and why that operation is still going on? Can I unpack this for blacks all around the globe who understand that you're part of something bigger than just what you see in front of you? You're bigger than being called an Aboriginal. You're bigger than being called an Indigenous. You're bigger than being called transplanted. You were everywhere, and those who wanted to be everywhere had to break you down everywhere to make you think that you're separate everywhere, so that when you try to put your shit back together, you're too busy fighting over the everywhere you are instead of looking at the everywhere that you should be. They thought this out years ago, and you're just sitting in it. And you just want some relief when what you really should be looking for is a release. Oh, we talking about the patriot, the pattern, and the predicament this morning on the Morning Mental. I ain't got that much time left, so let me hasten to my close. You have to also understand that soldiers know the difference between war versus a battle. Okay? Gun control is always followed. Not those folks that are warlords, but law-abiding, because they don't want law-abiding people to get their hands on weapons. You know why? Because they already got them. Why do you think they always want you to turn in weapons in the hood? Why do you think they always want you to make that they want you, I'm going to give you some food if you give me your spear. Think about it. Think about it. Now, I say that to say to you because you have those people who want to pat you on the head when you do something right. This is where we got to look at the predicament. Our predicament right now is we have to stop letting people pat us on the head and tell us good job, tell us you did well. We have to stop living for other people's accolades. They didn't make it until they gave her an Emmy award. Who gives a fuck about an Emmy? Did my people think that she represented us pretty well? Did my people think that they stood the post pretty well? Y'all always want to validate something when your oppressor says that it's a good job. You're still a slave. On November 28th of this year, the I Am Black Award, the I Am Black Network will award me an award that I didn't see coming, that I was not after, that I knew nothing about. But because it's my people giving me that award, I accept it wholeheartedly and hold it up to the sky, because I know that at some point I am satisfying the divine order and I'm walking in the divine design, and I am showing you that I am the patriot who understood the pattern, who sees our predicament. And because I've done that, I accept the award that my peers would give to me. You see, we always talk about we want justice at the hands of our peers, but yet we accept it from other people. We always talk about we want our peers to recognize the work we do, yet we're waiting on an award from some other people. I'm not waiting on no award. I'm not trying to get accolades. You shouldn't either. We have to stop letting people pat us on the head saying good job. The reason that they're patting you on the head and telling you a good job, and this is where we about to take it home. I told you was going to be up and shouting before it's over. So if you got this on your job, if you turn it up a little bit more, because when they pat you on the head, I don't want pats on the head. I want to put my own crown on my head. It's time for us to crown ourselves as the people we are. That's my morning mental. No more pats. Where's the crown? The patriot, the pattern, and the predicament. Shalom.